is no definition for Agile requirement, but I tried to create one from myself using that idea. The actual definition based on common sense. I created the phrase and I would like to see if you agree with that. This is really a requirement, right? So the Agile requirement as a requirement. The development team must be able to change our requirements during the solution development initiative to maximize value delivered by the dev team. So it's something that a requirement should be changeable. I should be able to sense change and change the requirement. That's a definition very based on the dev team or in the delivery horizon. I think that definition is useful, and that kind of Agile requirement may be helping a lot of organizations, but that's not the definition I want to share with you. I want to create or to propose a new definition that's not based on the delivery horizon, but that's focused on the strategy horizon, that we could use it for business to sense and respond to change fastly. And that's my proposed definition for what an Agile requirement is, and it is a requirement. The business manager must be able to set up his business dynamically to maximize customer value. I will repeat it. The business manager must be able to set up his business dynamically to maximize customer value. I'm not talking about the development team. I'm not talking about development at all. I'm talking about business, not projects. I'm talking about operation, and I'm talking about setting up the operational. And I'm talking to do that dynamically. And dynamically means that there is no development needed. And this requirement, I believe, can make organizations even more agile, or that can make organizations to have agility. Let me try to exemplify that using my viola. A viola is a Brazilian folkloric instrument. It looks like a guitar, but it has 10 strings. And I took a song, a very traditional Brazilian song called Asa Branca. I'm going to perform the song, even use a hat for that. And then after that, we are going to use the Agile requirement on this, right? So.
Quando olhei a terra dentro, qual fogueira de São João, eu perguntei a Deus do céu, por que tamanha judiação? Eu perguntei a Deus do céu, por que tamanha judiação?
Well, this is the song made by Luis Gonzaga, a very classic Brazilian author. But now I want to apply the Agile requirement on this song. And the Agile requirement says that the business, I just changed business for player. The player must be able to set up, instead of his business, I said his instrument, dynamically to adjust the voice, the music to his voice. Let's say someone has a thinner voice than mine and wants to play the same song. One way of adapting this was to rewrite the song, rewrite the notes, the chords with, oh, thank you, Peter. Rewrite the chords with different notes for someone else. But I don't want that, because I want to do it dynamically. And dynamically says that I don't want to change the source code of my application. And I will use an ability that a capo may offer for a guitar player or a viola player, in my case, to change the tone of my viola. And I will use the same scale, or the same source code, let's say, and play it again in a different tone.
Quando olhei a terra ardendo, qual fogueira de São João, eu perguntei a Deus do céu, por que tamanha judiação?
If someone has even a thinner voice, I can even adapt my instrument to a different tone.
Quando olhei a terra ardendo, qual fogueira de São João, eu perguntei a Deus do céu, por que tamanha judiação?
As you see, I can adapt my instrument or I can change my business without the need of recreating source code. I don't need to call a development team and rebuild a new instrument or rebuild a new source code to play it. That's the idea behind the Agile Requirement.